Day 5. Good morning. I'm going to a state park and then I'm going to a national park. They're within like 30 minutes of one another, so we'll see. Because the state parks have been better than the national parks. So, like, on a whole. So yeah, I'm in Florida. It's 81 degrees and sunny. And I'm sweating. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So, that's exciting. Whoops. I spent 3 hours reading a book on a beach and I'm burnt. I don't know how it happened. I mean, I guess I know how it happened. The sun, UV rays, something, you know, whatever. I don't know where my melatonin is. Melatonin? No, that's the thing that helps you.
293 north for 6 miles.
That's the thing that helps you sleep. Melanin is the thing in the skin. I don't know where my melanin went, because, like, see that? You see that? I'm burnt. Florida's sun is stronger. Well, I'm burnt now, and it's fine, because I'm going to keep doing it. I'm headed to Tallahassee now, on my way to the Everglades, which I'm not going to obviously make today, but, yeah, and then more beaches to get burnt on. Florida sun, it's crazy. I don't burn. This is, well, whatever. And, so yeah, I was on Destin Beach. Like, I'm like super north Florida. I mean, I'm in the little lake. The ocean, the Gulf, was 74 degrees. I couldn't remember. The ocean was 74, and at 9:30 in the morning when I was on the beach, it was 73 outside. So the ocean was tolerable for me to go in. I didn't go very deep because there was a warning for stinging man-o-war, jellyfish, whatever. But yeah, and it's super clear. But I was talking to a gentleman. I ate lunch, you know, my banana and stuff on Sun Pass only. I'm so confused. It said it took Easy Pass. I'll figure it out. I like took my banana and stuff and ate on like in the little seating area there. And there was a guy there and he was like, "Oh hey, are you a nomad?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so red." Anyway, and he was like, and I was like, "No, I have a home." And it just made me think of all those people that I thought were hobos before. Bro, the sign said toll paid, so go. So anyway, yes, I was asked if I was a nomad, and you know, I like that. I'd like to be a nomad, but you know, work, I have to get back to work at some point. Not that I wasn't working in my in-between, you know, when I was back home getting things fixed. But yeah, nomad. So that was fun. He's from Missouri. He had a bicycle. He didn't think highly of himself, put it to you that way. He thought he was a dumb Missourian, and I was like, bro. But anyway, that was fun. Now I'm at a toll booth. And Texas Jetta, I don't know what's happening. Oh, look it. They've got this. He wants to pay. He's paying by credit card at a toll booth. All right. Whatever. Now I've seen it all. Okay, guys, I just realized I screwed up. I spent way too much time lying on a beach. I go through a time zone change. And I'm still in North Florida. Like, I'm not going south there, which means the sun still goes down early. Like 5 o'clock, 5:30, whatever. Which means, even though it's only going to take me 2.5 hours to get to said destination, it's going to be 5 o'clock when I get there. So I don't know if there will be enough time to go for that hike before the sun goes down. But God, that beach, I mean, it was the sand was like sugar. That's how fine it was, like sugar. The water was clear, it was warm, it was incredible. It was that, I mean, and it was there was like no one there. And it cost $4. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. But now, you know what? I'll figure it out. There's no more time zone changes after this one, and I feel like, in my mind at least, the sun goes down later, not by much, but later, the more south I go. So I probably won't do this again. But in reality, all I really want to see is the Everglades and Baja Honda State Park or whatever in the Keys. Those are the only two things I really want to see. I mean, there's other places to stop and things I can do, but it's like between the options of just lying on the beach and reading a book or visiting these places, like that's my measurement. Would I rather be lying on the beach reading a book? If I rather be lying on the beach reading a book, then I'm gonna do that instead. So it takes a lot. So there's only two things I really want to see, and that's probably what I'll end up doing. It's just going to the Everglades and then the Keys. Or I can go to the Keys first and the Everglades on the way back. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You know, I realize I say I don't get burnt, and I don't normally get burnt. But I did get burnt this year in Ocean City. And it's so funny because it happened to me again this time. Same thing happened to me in Ocean City when it happened. When I saw my skin as red as it was, I went, oh my gosh, am I having an allergic reaction? Yes, I'm lying in the sun on a Florida beach from 9:30 to 12:30 for 3 hours with no sunscreen on. And I get off the beach to go get some food, see myself in the mirror, and my immediate thought is, I'm having an allergic reaction to something. Not, hey, I've been laying in the sun with no sunscreen for several hours, but I'm having an allergic reaction. And that's what happens when I was in Ocean City. I was in Ocean City and I said, oh, I'm having an allergic reaction. Like I started putting like cold, I washed my face, I put cold compresses on it, and I was like, I'm having an allergic reaction. And then, like, you know, I don't know who it was. It was like, no, that's sunburn. Sunburn's no joke, guys. I'm sorry to everyone who gets sunburn and who has to wear like sunscreen and clothing or just can't go in the sun. Because, like I said, my immediate reaction, I'm having an allergic reaction to something. So again, I do get burnt, but I don't normally get burnt. That's how infrequently it happens that, like I said, lying in the sun and my skin is red, and I think I'm having an allergy attack. I have to laugh to myself every time I see someone tailgating a truck in the left lane to like get them to move. Like, you know they can't see you, right? Like, you can't be right up on somebody. I don't know, at least it's annoying. People are stupid. But it's okay. You know, it's like, what am I on? I'm on the 10. This is a terrible road. It's boring. There's nothing. 2 lanes. People who don't know how to drive. And I'm only going to be on it for 76 miles. Yeah. It's like the greenery, like the actual, like the stuff looks just like, even know, like, my sleep. I don't even know. All I know is it definitely feels closer to 5 o'clock than 4 o'clock. But when it was 2 o'clock a couple moments ago, that was really rough. So I think I can make it to the one park because that road was a 70, so obviously I was doing like 90 on it, which put me here earlier than, because it's only, like I said, 4 o'clock, and says I won't be there for another, it's 48 miles. I don't know. We'll see. It's right down the street from where I'm stopping, so if I just have to blow by it, I blow by it if the sun's down. But the sun looks like it's gonna be up for a little bit more. I think we might get like 5:30 sunsets here. I think it may be fine. I don't know. Well, that was a nice nap that I took for the past 2 hours. That's what I feel like, because
Take exit 192.
I was just driving down the 10 and it's so boring. Anywho, somehow, as per the usual, I managed to
In a
make
quarter
it.
mile, keep right at the fork. Follow signs for US 90 East.
I managed to hit a city at rush hour again. It's 4:21 and I'm headed to Tallahassee, and I am 18 miles from Tallahassee. So I don't
Keep right at
know.
the fork.
I don't know how I managed to keep doing this, but I mean, at least I'm consistent, right? So we'll see. I mean,
Continue on US
Tallahassee
90
is
East
a
for 5 miles.
big, I don't know if it's a big city or just the capital, because I've been learning that a lot of times the capitals aren't big cities. I also learned that Salt Lake City is the only capital that is the largest city, like literally. Very certain Philadelphia is the largest city in Pennsylvania, obviously not the capital. I could name others, not 48 others, but I could name them if you gave me about 6 months. But point of the story is, yes, so just because it's the state capital doesn't necessarily mean it is going to be crazy. But rush hour again. Okay, I made it. Apalachicola National Forest. Did I just say that right? I don't even care. The sun is kind of at a, I'm going to be set in an hour angle, so I'll have to go in and see if there's anything I can make and make back. But I made it here. So yay? Like I said, I don't know yet. We'll see. Okay, so that was a bust. First of all, it wasn't a national park, it was a national forest. Which, I mean, fine, but they're mostly the same, national forest. Like, you know, and there's pine trees, and you know how I feel about pine trees. Anyhow, the thing I wanted to hike to was 3.2 miles. There was no way I was doing that before the sun went down. And also, I'd like to get to where I'm going before the sun goes down, because Tallahassee is horrible. I mean, I technically wasn't in Tallahassee, so whatever. Tallahassee outskirts are horrible. All the hobos are either practically naked, I mean, just shorts, not even shoes. The one guy had socks on with no shoes. And, or they're wearing, like, hoodies, 76 degrees and sunny. Clearly all on drugs, whether they were naked or overdressed. And it's just dirty. I don't, like I said, I just realized just now that I wasn't actually in Tallahassee. I was in the outskirts of Tallahassee because I just came to a sign that said Tallahassee city limits. So I guess that's rude to say Tallahassee. So whatever is next to Tallahassee, where that national forest was, is horrifying. So yeah, just be nice to, because I don't know. I mean, I look up places before I stop at them, and I mean, but pretty much everywhere is horrible anymore in America, is what I'm realizing, unless you're like, you know, I don't know, Midwest, or I don't even know, Tennessee, Texas, really not much else. Anywho, so that was a bust, but no big deal. It was a last minute thing, and I figured I screwed up with the time. What What is this guy doing now? I'm...
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East Orange Avenue.
We'll see what happens. So many horrible exhausts, so many black tinted windows. Like, this is... I just Googled again, like, is Tallahassee safe? And it's supposed to be safer than a lot of other, like, than most major cities across the United States. I mean, because I was literally just going to keep driving. That's right. That's right. You and your shitty exhaust. This is, like, can you hear the bass thumping in the background?
Continue on East Orange Avenue for 1 mile.
I don't know. Like I said, I can only trust what I read about, even though my instincts tell me run. But we'll see what happens. Maybe, oh my God, once. I'm only going 3 miles. We'll see. We'll see is all I can say.